Imagine a world where learning is effortless. This is the tantalizing promise of brain-computer interfaces, or BCIs. These devices hold the potential to revolutionize education, transforming the way we learn, teach, and even think. For centuries, our brains have been limited by traditional learning methods. BCIs offer a glimpse into a future where these limitations could be overcome. Imagine downloading an entire encyclopedia directly into your brain or mastering a new language instantly. With rapid advancements in neuroscience and technology, these scenarios are inching closer to reality. As we stand on the cusp of this revolution, it is imperative to explore the potential benefits, challenges, and ethical implications of BCIs in education. The human quest for knowledge is eternal, yet acquiring knowledge has always been laborious and time-consuming. The allure of instant knowledge has captivated our imaginations for generations. Science fiction is replete with examples of civilizations downloading information directly into their brains. While still fictional, BCIs offer a glimpse into a future where our minds and machines could become increasingly blurred. Imagine a world where students no longer need to spend years poring over textbooks. With BCIs, the entire sum of human knowledge could be at our fingertips. Traditional educational models may soon become relics of the past. BCIs have the potential to usher in a new era of personalized experiential learning. Imagine a classroom where students are immersed in interactive virtual reality environments. With BCIs, students could experience history firsthand or explore distant planets from their minds. BCIs could bridge the gap between the physical and digital worlds, allowing new ways to interact with information. This technology could revolutionize how we assess learning and measure academic progress. The potential of BCIs to revolutionize learning is undeniable. However, this advancement raises complex questions and ethical considerations. What will happen to traditional educational institutions if knowledge can be downloaded directly into our brains? Will BCIs exacerbate existing inequalities, creating a digital divide? As we venture into this uncharted territory, it is imperative to proceed with caution and engage in open dialogue about the potential benefits and risks. To understand the potential of BCIs, we must delve into the workings of the human brain. Picture a vast network of billions of neurons, constantly firing electrical signals. These impulses are the language of the brain, the essence of our thoughts and actions. BCIs act as a bridge between our brains and the outside world, enabling two-way communication. Imagine controlling a prosthetic limb with thought, or communicating directly with a computer using only your mind. One of the earliest BCIs is electroencephalography, or EEG. This technique uses electrodes on the scalp to detect electrical activity in the brain. EEG allows us to eavesdrop on the brain's electrical symphony. It has proven invaluable in diagnosing neurological disorders and controlling external devices. Imagine a paralyzed patient moving a cursor on a screen simply by thinking. However, EEG has limitations as the skull blurs electrical signals from the brain. Despite this, it remains a valuable tool in BCI research. While EEG offers a non-invasive approach, companies like Neuralink are developing more ambitious BCIs. Their goal is to create a high-bandwidth interface capable of orchestrating the brain's complex symphony. Neuralink's technology involves implanting tiny electrodes directly into the brain's cortex. These electrodes detect and stimulate individual neurons with precision. The potential applications are staggering, from treating neurological disorders to enhancing human capabilities. However, Neuralink's technology is still in early development, with many technical and ethical hurdles to overcome. The ultimate goal of BCI research is to create a seamless interface between our brains and the digital world. However, bridging the gap between our neural code and the binary language of computers is challenging. Each neuron can have thousands of connections, making it difficult to decipher the meaning behind signals. Despite these challenges, researchers are making progress in developing algorithms to decode brain activity. By analyzing neural firing patterns, scientists are identifying neural signatures associated with specific thoughts and intentions. These breakthroughs are paving the way for BCIs that can translate thoughts into actions. One of the biggest challenges in BCI research is the diversity of human brains. No two brains are wired exactly the same, presenting an obstacle in developing a universal BCI. Researchers are exploring various approaches to overcome this challenge. Some focus on identifying common neural pathways, while others develop personalized BCIs. The quest for a universal neural language is still in its early stages, but the potential rewards are immense. A standardized neural code could revolutionize communication with machines and each other. The idea of uploading knowledge directly into our brains has long been a staple of science fiction. However, the reality of BCIs and knowledge uploads is more nuanced. While BCIs can revolutionize learning, it's crucial to separate hype from scientific possibilities. Learning is a complex process involving forming new neural connections and integrating new information. BCIs cannot yet replicate this process as the brain is an active participant in learning. The brain constantly rewires itself in response to new experiences and challenges. The iconic scene in The Matrix where Neo learns Kung Fu in seconds has captured imaginations worldwide. The allure of instant mastery is undeniably appealing. While this scenario remains fictional, it raises questions about the nature of learning. Is the value of knowledge solely in the information or also in the journey and struggle? The prospect of knowledge uploads challenges traditional notions of education and achievement. While BCIs may accelerate learning, they are unlikely to eliminate the need for effort and personal engagement. To understand the feasibility of knowledge uploads, we need to delve into the neuroscience of learning. Our brains constantly rewire themselves, forming new neural connections in response to new experiences. This process, known as neuroplasticity, is the foundation of learning. Theoretically, if we could replicate specific patterns of neural activity, we could upload knowledge directly into the brain. However, this is a monumental task as the brain contains trillions of synapses. Each brain is unique, shaped by a lifetime of experiences, making a universal knowledge upload challenging. The potential for BCIs to enhance cognitive abilities raises ethical questions. If we can use BCIs to learn faster and boost intelligence, should we? And who gets access? Some argue cognitive enhancement is the next step in human evolution. However, others worry about inequality, discrimination, and coercion. If cognitive enhancement becomes commonplace, will it create a two-tiered society? It's crucial to engage in open dialogue about the potential benefits and risks, ensuring responsible and equitable development of these technologies. While the idea of uploading knowledge directly into our brains, like in The Matrix, may seem like a distant fantasy, the field of BCI research is rapidly advancing. In the near future, we can expect to see BCIs being used primarily for therapeutic purposes, such as restoring lost function in paralyzed patients. As the technology matures, we may see BCIs being used for more advanced applications, ensuring these powerful technologies are used to empower humanity, not to diminish it. While the potential of BCIs to revolutionize learning is tantalizing, we must acknowledge the considerable technological hurdles that stand in our way. The human brain, with its intricate network of billions of neurons firing in complex symphony, presents a formidable challenge for even the most sophisticated computers to decipher. Imagine trying to understand a conversation in a crowded room where everyone speaks a different language simultaneously. That's the challenge facing scientists trying to decode the brain's electrical signals. Each neuron can communicate with thousands of others, creating a cacophony of activity that is difficult to interpret. Current BCIs, while promising, are still relatively crude instruments. They can detect general patterns of brain activity, but they lack the precision and sensitivity to decipher the intricate neural code underpinning our thoughts, memories, and skills. It's like trying to understand a Shakespearean sonnet by analyzing the frequency of vowel sounds. Moreover, the brain is not a static organ. It's constantly adapting, rewiring itself in response to new experiences and information. This plasticity, while essential for learning, makes it even more challenging to develop a BCI that can keep pace with the brain's dynamic nature. It's like trying to hit a moving target in a hurricane. As with any transformative technology, BCIs come with inherent risks. And perhaps the most disconcerting is the potential for hacking. Imagine a world where our thoughts, memories, and even our very identities are vulnerable to malicious actors. The consequences could be devastating. Think of a pacemaker, a life-saving device that regulates heart rhythm. Now imagine a hacker gaining access to it, potentially manipulating its function with potentially fatal consequences. The same vulnerability applies to BCIs, especially as they become more sophisticated and integrated with our neural circuitry. A hacker could potentially intercept or even alter the information being transmitted between a BCI and the brain, potentially manipulating thoughts, implanting false memories, or even controlling a person's actions. Such scenarios, once relegated to science fiction, could become a chilling reality as BCI technology advances. Ensuring the security of BCIs is paramount. This requires robust encryption protocols, rigorous cybersecurity measures, and perhaps even ethical guidelines for developers, similar to the Hippocratic Oath taken by doctors to prevent the misuse of this powerful technology. The stakes are simply too high to ignore. BCIs raise profound questions about privacy, perhaps more so than any other technology in human history. If these devices can indeed read and even write information to the brain, what safeguards can we put in place to protect our innermost thoughts, our memories, our very sense of self? Imagine a world where your thoughts are no longer your own, where your memories can be accessed and even manipulated by others. This is not merely a matter of data privacy, like protecting your credit card information. It strikes at the very core of what makes us human, our autonomy, our individuality, our right to think freely without fear of intrusion. The ethical implications are staggering. Should law enforcement be allowed to access a suspect's memories through a BCI, even if it means bypassing traditional legal protections? Should employers be able to monitor their employees' thoughts and emotions to gauge productivity or loyalty? These are complex questions with no easy answers. As BCI technology advances, we must engage in a societal dialogue about the ethical boundaries of this technology. We need to establish clear legal frameworks, robust privacy regulations, and perhaps even a digital bill of rights for the age of brain-computer interfacing. While BCIs hold the promise of democratizing knowledge and making education more accessible, they also have the potential to exacerbate existing socioeconomic disparities, creating a digital divide unlike any we've seen before. Imagine a world where the wealthy can afford to enhance their cognitive abilities, giving their children an insurmountable advantage in education, employment, and even social status. Meanwhile, those who lack access to this technology fall further behind, trapped in a cycle of disadvantage that is reinforced by the very technology that promised to level the playing field. The prospect of BCI-enabled cognitive enhancement raises uncomfortable questions about fairness, equity, and social justice. Should access to this technology be determined by wealth, or should it be considered a fundamental right, like access to education or healthcare? We need to carefully consider the potential societal consequences of BCIs and ensure that their development and deployment are guided by principles of equity and accessibility. This may require government subsidies, philanthropic initiatives, or even open-source BCI platforms, to ensure that this transformative technology benefits all of humanity, not just a privileged few. Amidst all the excitement and apprehension surrounding BCIs, it's crucial to remember that technology is a tool, not a panacea. While BCIs have the potential to enhance learning, they cannot replace the essential role of educators in fostering critical thinking, creativity, and social-emotional intelligence. Imagine a classroom devoid of human interaction, where students passively absorb information from a BCI, like robots being programmed in a factory. Such a scenario would be not only dystopian, but also counterproductive to the true goals of education. The best teachers are not simply dispensers of information. They are mentors, guides, and facilitators who inspire a love of learning, nurture curiosity, and help students develop the critical thinking skills and emotional intelligence they need to navigate the complexities of life. BCIs, used responsibly and ethically, have the potential to be powerful tools in the hands of skilled educators. They can personalize learning, provide real-time feedback, and create immersive learning experiences. However, they cannot replace the human connection, the empathy, and the inspiration that are the hallmarks of great teaching. Imagine a world where the barriers to knowledge have crumbled. A world where the sum total of human understanding is accessible to anyone, anywhere, at any time. This is the promise of BCIs, a future where time, geography, and biology no longer constrain our pursuit of knowledge. With BCIs, the traditional boundaries of the classroom dissolve. Learning becomes an integral part of our daily lives. We could absorb new information while we commute, exercise, or even sleep. Imagine attending a virtual lecture while on a morning jog, or mastering a new language while you prepare dinner. Communication, the lifeblood of human connection, has always been hampered by language barriers. BCIs offer the tantalizing prospect of a world where these barriers crumble, where we can understand and be understood by anyone, regardless of their native tongue. Imagine a world where diplomats can negotiate treaties without the need for translators, where business leaders can forge international partnerships with ease, and where travelers can immerse themselves in foreign cultures without missing a single nuance of conversation. BCIs could even facilitate communication with other species. While we may never be able to fully understand the complex language of dolphins or the intricate dance of honeybees, BCIs could serve as a bridge between our species, unlocking new frontiers in interspecies communication and understanding. However, this newfound ability to communicate effortlessly across cultures and species raises important ethical considerations. Will the elimination of language barriers lead to cultural homogenization? Will the ease of communication diminish the value of cultural diversity? These are questions we must grapple with as we navigate the uncharted waters of a world without language barriers. The rise of artificial intelligence and automation is transforming work, displacing jobs in some sectors while creating new opportunities in others. BCIs blur the lines between human and machine intelligence, creating a collaborative workforce. Imagine architects designing with AI-powered software controlled by thoughts, or surgeons using robotic arms guided by intentions. BCIs could enhance workplace safety and productivity, monitoring fatigue levels and alerting to hazards. But this raises concerns about job displacement and economic inequality. Will BCIs create a divided workforce, eroding the human element of work? In a world where knowledge and skills can be acquired effortlessly, where communication is instantaneous and where work is increasingly automated, what will it mean to be human? This is perhaps the most profound question posed by the rise of BCIs. Throughout history, humans have found meaning in the pursuit of knowledge, the mastery of skills, and the bonds of human connection. But what happens when these pursuits become effortless, when the challenges that once defined us are eliminated by technology? Some argue that the elimination of these challenges will free us to pursue higher purposes, to explore the realms of art, philosophy, and spirituality. Others worry that the ease of modern life will lead to boredom, apathy, and a sense of existential angst. The quest for meaning is deeply personal, but it is also inextricably linked to our social and cultural contexts. As BCIs reshape our world, we must find new ways to connect with each other, to find purpose in our lives, and to define what it means to be human in an age of unprecedented technological advancement. BCIs represent a quantum leap in human evolution, a technology with the potential to reshape our world in profound and unpredictable ways. As we stand on the cusp of this new era, we must proceed with both excitement and caution, guided by a deep understanding of the potential benefits and risks of this transformative technology. The future is not predetermined. It is a tapestry woven from the choices we make today. We have the power to shape the trajectory of BCI development to ensure that it serves humanity's best interests, not our baser instincts. This requires a global conversation, a dialogue that transcends national borders, cultural differences, and ideological divides. We need to engage with scientists, ethicists, policymakers, and citizens from all walks of life to establish ethical guidelines, legal frameworks, and social norms for the responsible development and use of BCIs. The journey ahead will be challenging, but it is also filled with hope. If we embrace the transformative potential of BCIs while remaining mindful of their inherent risks, we can create a future where this technology empowers humanity, expands our horizons, and helps us to build a more just, equitable, and sustainable world for all. As we stand on the precipice of this new era, the question is not whether BCIs will revolutionize learning, but how. The tapestry of possibilities is vast and intricate, woven with threads of both promise and peril. Will we harness this technology to unlock human potential? Or will we succumb to its inherent risks? The answers lie not in the technology itself, but in the choices we make today. Will we prioritize equity and accessibility, or allow them to exacerbate existing divides? Will we use this technology to enhance our humanity, or will we allow it to diminish us? The future of learning is a canvas upon which we must paint our vision. The journey into the uncharted waters of the mind is not for the faint of heart. It demands courage, wisdom, and a deep sense of responsibility. We must proceed with both enthusiasm and caution, guided by a shared commitment to the betterment of humanity. The stakes have never been higher. The choices we make today will determine the course of human evolution for generations to come. Will we use our newfound powers wisely, or will we succumb to the temptations of greed, control, and short-sighted self-interest? The time for complacency is over. The future is calling, beckoning us to embrace the unknown with both open minds and discerning hearts. Let us answer this call with courage, compassion, and an unwavering commitment to creating a future worthy of our shared humanity. The journey begins now. Let us navigate the uncharted waters of the mind together, with wisdom as our compass and hope as our guiding star.